Hey, what's up everybody? It's ZXRyuu. Welcome back to the Let's Play of Spyro the Dragon. So today we're going to pick up where we left off the last time. We're going to pick up in the Peacekeeper's world. So we're going to continue on. So hope you guys are doing well today, that things are rolling good for you. Got some nice weather here in New Mexico where I am. So starting to turn closer to summer. Oh yeah, that reminds me. This world's kind of got like some janky comic mischief in it. So just be prepared for that. That's on the back of the ESRB rating. The game is rated E. You know, because the stuff is mild and you can avoid it. But I mean, I remember being like 8 years old or, 10 years old or whatever when I first got here and started playing this. You can use these cannons too to attack other enemies, and you have to use the cannons to do different things in the level. They track a little bit, so it makes it a little bit easier to hit enemies from far away. But anyway, I remember being like 8 years old and being like, "Oh, that's really funny," you know. It's like some of it's just like goofy. So it's mainly with like these guys. So they'll moon you. So you just set their butt on fire. You light them up. But most of the time when you look at them, they'll just kind of like quiver in fear. And then when you turn around and face your back, turn around from them, then they'll moon you. But sometimes they'll just do it while you're looking at them for some weird reason. So you can destroy their little tent things. Just making sure to destroy everything because I can't remember if there's stuff hidden underneath the underneath those tents or not. Yeah, see, most of the time when you're faced away from them, they'll do that, but... Oh, whoops. Hey. Yo. Okay, so we have to use the cannon to unlock a few things. So there's a bullseye up there, so we can use the cannon to destroy this section up here and make a new wall. Or make a new platform, sorry, not a wall. We can use the cannon to destroy these metal containers, these metal chests, because they can't be charged, they can't be flamed when they have those straps around them. So, so we just use the cannon to get rid of those. Those like slot machine type boxes, they're only in, I think they're only in this game. But if you hit them with a cannonball, it just immediately breaks open. If you flame them or charge them, the gem will go up and then you have to grab it in order to collect that treasure. So that to me was kind of confusing there for a little while. I was like, what am I supposed to do with these? So, and again, the music is really good where it, kind of sets tone where it's like, this is more militaristic here. Big words. Magnus.
Hi, Spyro! Sparks the Dragonfly has been doing a good job protecting you. Make sure to keep him strong by feeding him lots of butterflies.
Okay. Guess I need to find a butterfly because I'm a point down. So I got hit by that cannon. Okay, so let's go back over here. So this night flight level is kind of technically the first flight level you're supposed to go to in an intended route. So it's a little bit easier than Sunny Flight, the one from the first world. So But again, I always do these levels last. Oh, what? Oh, that was weird. The level geometry like freaked out there. So sometimes the easiest way to get this guy is to just fly across the moat and flame him, because he won't know what to do. So you can just do that.
Well done, Spyro! Keep up the good work, and I know you'll fulfill your destiny.
Destiny? I just want to kick some...
Just toast those enemies and collect the treasure!
Just want to kick some booty. So, at this point, when I was playing at my aunt's house, I was like, I don't know where the rest of the treasure is in this level. But there's a platform back there, and you can fly over to this cave, and there's a lot of stuff in this cave. So, they, the developers really made the worlds kind of, you know, big enough that you have to look around some in order to find everything. So, which I think is cool. You know, they did a good job with this game, I think. You know, for it being an early PlayStation game, and you know, it's super, you know, super polygonal, and you know, I think they did a really good job with it for what it is. And the remaster is just, you know, even better. The music is great. The level design is a lot more fancy. There we go. Okay, so let's go back up to the first level. I think that was the first level. No, there's another one. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So I mean, they really did a lot of good work with this game, and I played through this game absolutely to death, and so did the Gray Dragon too. You know, he was just like, "Oh, a game where you can control a dragon? Cool." So I mean, he and I both enjoyed this game, so he went through the trilogy as well. Sometimes even enemies, if enemies have the shield, you can still flame them when they're not guarding. But, you know, most of the time if they have their shield up, just charge them. Huh. Doesn't happen very often. You can also charge their little shot that comes out too, and it won't hurt you. So that's sometimes good to do if you feel like you're in trouble. You can just charge it.
Thank you for releasing me.
So for these thieves, you know, they're pretty fast, and so you've got to be able to figure out a good route to get around, and then you've got to cut basically every corner possible in order to get to them. Especially in the later games. They get really cheap. You know, they'll run super fast. They'll do all sorts of things to avoid you, and they're ridiculous. So. I don't know why you would swing a bird around as a weapon, but I guess that's just what you do when you're a Nork. So this level's got a few branching paths, so I just kind of follow it around. I don't usually do it the same way twice, so just follow it around. You're gonna have to do some backtracking on this level anyway. So most of the time, by the time you find the return home, you're only like halfway done with the level. So you always got to look around for more things to do. I'm actually, I want to try and see if you can get to that from here. I don't think so. Oh, excuse me. Goodness, it is definitely a Saturday, and I am definitely sleepy. So Saturdays usually the days I work around the house, and so I do a lot of my chores in the morning and then play games in the afternoon for a while. Not too long, though, but just for a little while. It's just a nice rest from the week, I think. So, I mean, you guys have probably figured this out by now too, but I'm not much of an entertainer. You know, I just try and have fun and laugh at stuff. But I'm not much of an entertainer. So when I play games, I just, you know, give a lot of information that I think is interesting about the game, or just kind of what was going on in my life at this point when I played the game. But I don't know. I'm definitely not like, you know, I'm not like a Colin Keys. I always get his name backwards, or you know, like, you know, a Markiplier or a PewDiePie or whatever. You know, I don't know. I have fun playing games, and I know that if I want to get super popular, I'd have to play stuff like Minecraft, and I don't know.
You, Spyro?
I'm just not super
You're
big
the
into
dragon
Minecraft.
I've been hearing so much about. Ever since you're a wee puff of smoke, we've known,
You've known?
I forget.
They like trying, you know, like trying to allude to stuff, but it's not working. So they're just, I don't know, just saying a bunch of random comments. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what he's landing on down there, but I guess it's just like the edge of the level geometry. But anyway, I'm not an entertainer. I like to have fun with games and laugh at them, and you know, just enjoy them. You know, but I mean, I hope these videos are in some way entertaining to you. You know, what's, you know, the glitches and things that we find, or you know, just silly things that happen along the way. You know, I hope that stuff is interesting to you. But me, I'm not really an entertainer. I don't have silly gimmicks or, you know, other, I don't know, other silly things that I do. Just pretty straightforward, but I don't know. This platform is really difficult to get to. You have to really jump really high and then fly right at the top of your jump, because if you don't, you won't make it. But thanks for everybody for, you know... Oh, did I not get the key? Oh, no. I gotta come back here. Ugh. But I don't know. I'm really thankful to everybody who's followed the channel and, you know, watched the videos and stuff and gets enjoyment out of it. You know, I really just wanted to make the channel as a place that, you know, people could come watch some, you know, just some different games, a wide variety of games, and you know, just enjoy classic games and enjoy other types of games with us. You know, and you know, it means a lot to me that people subscribe to the channel and, you know, like the videos and comment on them. And you know, this year in 2019 and 2020,
Dry Canyon rewards good gliders. You are a good glider, eh, Spyro?
I was born to glide.
Hint, hint. Yeah, so you have to glide over here. But I'm trying to remember what I was in the middle of saying. But yeah, I mean, I think that 2019 and 2020 have really been a good, a good couple of years for interaction on videos and just people liking the videos and everything. I mean, it's just kind of
Incredible glide, Spyro. I thought I'd be stuck here forever with those ugly vultures standing on my head. Those birds might look tough, but they're pretty tasty. Flame broiled, with a pinch of salt.
I don't know, but it's just been it's been great. I've really appreciated everybody who's followed the channel and is getting more involved with it. I think that's great. I have nothing but thanks to say to everybody that's that's done anything with the channel with us. Whether we know you or not personally. So I think it's great. So thank you guys for all of your interaction. I really appreciate it. So I'm trying to get back to this treasure chest area. If the level geometry is small enough, you can kind of charge up platforms, and that saves a lot of time if you can do it. But not all platforms will let you do that, so you kind of just have to figure it out. Yeah, and the reason why I hope to have the key when I come through here is just because I don't like gliding on that multiple times. So, sorry, it's not the start button, it's the X button. The X button skips animations. Also, something I didn't mention, if you press select, you can go right to... That's weird. I wonder what that sound effect is in the background. Huh. Anyway, if you press select, you can go right to the... you can just go right to the inventory. And since we're done with this level, we can go ahead and exit. Huh, that was weird. There's some sound effect that didn't get resolved somewhere in there. That's weird. This game is having a weird time with loading resources and stuff this time around for some reason. Wonder if that's... Oops, I am going completely the wrong way. I wonder if that's got something to do with... I wonder if that's got something to do with my PS1. I hope it's not... I hope it's not getting any worse. I mean, I've used it absolutely to death, and I replaced the laser, but I'm hoping that something else doesn't go wrong with it. 'Cause I'd like to keep it running for as long as I possibly can. And, and you have to flame things like these boiling pots to get treasure out of them. It took me forever to figure that out. So yeah, anyway, I'm like trying to keep my consoles running as, as best I can, but at some level I'm fighting against age, and stuff just breaks down. I mean, these consoles just only run so well for so long, so the fact that it's still running after 20 years or whatever, however long I've had it, is pretty incredible.
How's a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
Remember, Spyro, flame won't harm metal, but charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
So, and I think as I mentioned before, the levels gonna get bigger the farther you go into the game. So you really got to look around more and more to get everything. So, okay, cool. I pressed start, then I pressed up, and then I pressed start again, and it thought I wanted to exit the level. Well, let's do it again. I'm just gonna get rid of all the enemies, because if you don't, it kind of makes it difficult to figure out which enemies you've killed for their treasure, you know, and which ones are still in the level. So I always just try and get rid of as many enemies as possible whenever I come through here. Thought I missed that. So you can see there's some treasure over here too. I think this treasure in particular was the last one that I got when I first came through this game. So, because I was like, where's the rest of it? And it ended up being over there, so. They hide the treasure really well, even though it's pretty much in plain sight. Okay, so let's try this again. Without... There we go. Without resetting the level. Most of the time you can dash cancel, where you like stop pressing the button and then press jump or something and you can cancel it, but sometimes not, so you just have to be careful if you're doing risky maneuvers. Funky gyrations, as C-San says. It's our new band. Funky gyrations. I think I missed some too, yep. I'll start progressing through the level and then realize, oh, I missed something somewhere. Ah! Go back. So unlike always, you guys can, you know, post in the comments if you want to see either myself or, you know, C-San, Fire, Tommy12, some of our other friends, you know, whatever. You know, if you want to see us, you know, any one of us, do some particular game, you know, you can always leave a note in the comment, and we'll see what we can do to, you know, to play that particular game or whatever. So, I mean, a lot of what we're doing right now is just going through games that we've, a lot of fighting games. C-San and I are big into fighting games, and so is Tommy12, and Jonah as well. You know, Fire. You know, and that's his actual tag. You know, there's people that'll just search on YouTube for Fire. You know, things that are, you know, like, oh, that was Fire or whatever, you know, it's like, but his actual gamer tag is Fire. So I'm sure some people have found these videos because they've searched for Fire.
Hey, what's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
Not really meaning to find us, but, you know, just things that are like hot topic items or whatever. You know, just different things, because Fire means so many different things. Okay, so freeing that dragon sets the event flag for some of the whirlwinds. And I always miss one of these birds in here, so I'm going to take it kind of careful. I think it's funny, too, with these cacti. If you flame them, they'll shake off the smoke. So in the music has an end. You know, it's looped, but it kind of has a fade out at the end. So I don't know. What happened to the flame? Who wants fried chicken? And for whatever reason, this bird he just sits up there. I can't ever seem to get him to try and attack me or anything. He just kind of sits up there. So, I don't know what's up with him, but...
You've reached the highest point in Clifftown. You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind there.
Yeah, so that's another event flag to get back up on this side. So you can look around and get treasure and everything. Place to fly to from here. Actually, let's go over here. So there's a force field here, but there's not one here. So you can fly back behind here, and that, again, like I said before, that treasure was probably the last treasure that I found, just because of where it was hidden. Sometimes the camera will freak out on the level geometry, but not too often. It's pretty cool. I think there's a way that you can hit this, yeah, without actually having to get up there. So then that destroys that crate up there. So we can use this whirlwind to go up, and then just, sorry about that, and then just jump off the side. Okay, did I get everything? Yes. Cool. Okay, well, we'll just go ahead and exit. Save a little bit of time. Okay, so let's go to this one next. So, and since we're doing 100%, you don't really see a lot of the requirements for what these worlds are until you get to the balloonist, because then he'll just say, oh, you know, thanks for doing such and such task. And it's like, okay, well, I was just collecting treasure and collecting dragons. So in the collecting the dragon eggs is important too, because there is a requirement on one of the worlds for dragon eggs as well. It's like, oh, this level's made of ice, so they probably don't like fire.
A word of caution, little one. Wait until you grow big, like me, before charging those large enemies.
Except there's an enemy later on you do actually have to charge, and there's a specific dragon for that one. To tell you, oh yeah, you need to charge that guy. Oh, great, thanks. Thanks, dudes. So they must throw like snowballs made completely out of ice at you or something, because they really hurt. The Spyro the Dragon music too has a lot of good bass lines to it, so I really like the bass sounds that they put in here. So So I thought maybe those gems up there were just decoration, but they're not. You have to get those in order to get all of the treasure. So you have to put yourself right up against these things and charge to hit them, and the treasure will fall right off onto you.
Spyro, some big Norks up ahead are wearing armor. And in the ice cave, armor can make their feet very slippery.
Yeah, so that guy tells you the hint about the enemies up there. But a lot of these stages now have branching paths. So, you know, again, you're gonna have to do some backtracking in a lot of these stages. Because they'll tease you and say, oh look, there's a box that requires a key. But where's the key? The key's over there. So you have to completely backtrack in order to get to that. That's again another one of those kind of iffy jumps. Sparks can't pick up the keys, you have to. Be nice if he could, because then there'd be less chance of dying. Sometimes the snowballs, if they hit you, they'll hurt you. But sometimes you can just charge right through them. So it's kind of inconsistent, and I don't like that. Just got this treasure first before going over there.
Thank you for releasing me.
That dragon's like 1,000 years old or whatever. I don't know too much about like dragon mythos or whatever, you know, like how old they're supposed to be or whatever, but because I'm just not that big into it, so. I like dragons, but I'm not gonna go mess around with all of that stuff. So those 3 extra lives, you can get to that from gliding from somewhere, but I don't remember exactly where that glide point is. But I have gotten it before, so I know you have to glide from a pretty far distance. I just don't remember where that is. Okay, so these are some of the guys that you have to charge. They're wearing armor, but their shoes are really slippery, so you can charge into them to knock them off the ledge. And they do have an invincibility period as well, so you kind of have to wait. You have to wait before you hit them again. But not too long. Again, it's like a second or half a second or something. I don't know what that guy was doing, but... And I just barely tapped the charge button when I hit these things because I don't want to go careening off the edge. I did that way too many times when I first started trying to get these. So I just point myself away from the chasm and then charge them whenever possible. Something to note about this game too, the hitboxes from enemies and the hurt boxes that you can throw out aren't always the most consistent thing in the world. So just weird stuff happens every once in a while, and that's just part of the game. And it still exists even in the remastered versions too. There's some stuff with the flame mechanic that doesn't exactly work.
You've done well, Spyro. Some dragons thought you weren't ready, but I knew they were wrong.
I'm ready, all right. Ready for what?
Okay, now we can go back. Those bats will follow you for quite a while, too.
Thank you for releasing me.
The Far Dragon of Andor? Insert bad Star Wars joke here. You know, and keep sending puns in too. Trying to get C-San to laugh at a pun is like pulling teeth. So, if somebody comes up with a humdinger, I'll make a mention of it. It's gonna be the make C-San laugh at puns challenge. He says it can't be done. So, but I think you guys could come up with a pun or two to make him laugh. Maybe even more than that. So keep sending puns in and we'll see what happens. Okay, so now we're back in here, so we can go up the steps again and go to the treasure chest and open that. Missed something somewhere. That's bad because it's gonna be like 1 or 2. Yeah, 1. Okay. Well, time to retrace. Never mind. Found it. Just moving a little too fast, I guess. Okay. Alright, so that does it for that. So I believe now we're ready to go on and fight the boss, Dr. Shemp. Yeah, we've only got 2 levels to go, so we're gonna go fight the boss now, and then we'll do the flight level. So and most of the time the levels are arranged linearly. Like if you go through the home world, you'll find them in the order that they're in the inventory, but not every time. So when the ladies slap these guys and have them charge at you, they can run off the edge or they will run off the edge eventually, and then you'll just be stuck with some treasure that's kind of like off to the side somewhere and you don't really know where it is. Like that guy. Yeah, so the treasure just ends up by the side. For whatever reason, it seems like the boss level music is a lot louder than all the other music, and I don't know why. I don't know. Ooh, barely. A lot of these jumps are really tight, and you won't know if you're gonna make it until you're like dead. So let's see here. I think I have to go around. So I played this game so much that I didn't actually go before this playthrough. I didn't go check any resources or anything. I'm doing it all from memory.
This guy thinks he's so cool. You don't know what it's been like listening to him over and over. But I'll tell you one thing.
He should watch his back. Yeah, so you can't progress until you hurt him. So we're gonna go step over here and get this treasure. My microphone or my headset is giving me some grief today. It's like pushing on me in a weird way and it's hurting. He's armored from the front, but not from the back, and he's got three different strategies. So the first one, he'll just kind of walk up and try and hit you very casually, and then you just flame him in the back. The next one is he shows his back immediately, then swings around and hits you, so you have to hit him first. Then the last one, he spins the pole around on the ground, and you have to hit him after he comes around. That's the witch. I think he's a witch doctor, or supposed to be something, some weird something or other. Okay. So we need to find a 10 gem, 2 5s or something. I bet one of those guys ran off the edge and I didn't see him or something, so let's take a look. Oh yeah, here we go, 2 5s right here. Okay, we're all done, so we can exit the level instead of going all the way back around. Okay, now we can go to the flight level. Even that jump is kind of weird sometimes, where you'll just like fall off because you'll bonk on the side. No idea why, but that just happens for whatever reason. Okay, so this one is really linear. Like each thing leads into the next one. So you don't have to worry about getting off track or anything in this one. That's why Sunny Flight is a little bit more difficult, because it's not super linear. It'll like kind of let you go anywhere, do anything. You know, you just have to figure out a route to win. And the problem with this one, though, is if you miss any of them along the route, you're done. You kind of have to crash and reset, just because it's very difficult to go back and have enough time to keep going. So and this one's kind of freaky because you're almost running out of time the entire time. I'm not sure I'm gonna make it. Whoa! Exactly 0 seconds. Whew! Let's go. Whew. Yes. Okay, let's exit. I'm looking around for them. I'm desperately searching for the exit. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go to the next world, Magic Crafters. So we'll find the first dragon and we'll save the game and stop for this video. This guy, if you don't catch him, he gets away and he gets up there. I can never seem to catch him the first time when I come into this world. I don't know why, but anyway. He's annoying. Cosmos.
Welcome to Magic Crafters. I want you to release the dragons, reclaim our treasure, and recover the eggs from those pesky blue thieves.
Okay. So again, they say what the goal is. All right. Well, that's been the Peacekeepers world, so thanks everybody for watching, and hope you tune in next time when we do the Magic Crafters world. So we'll see y'all again soon. Later!